A pioneering new study is using AI-powered wearable technology to reduce fall risks for stroke survivors. We spoke with the head of the Movement Neurorehabilitation and Neurorepair Laboratory at Simon Fraser University about the timeline for integrating this innovative software into wearable devices.
It's a long process. I think the software is the first step. Of course, now we have to build some partnerships with the industry and try to expedite the development of the product. And it's pretty feasible. If you think about smart watches and smart technology, nowadays we have all sorts of measurements that we can get from our smartwatch. For example, we can have a number of steps. We can have even atrial fibrillation to understand, your heart, health and things like that. So I envision this software being, embedded in, like smartwatches or things that we're using nowadays. Pretty soon, it's just a matter of securing the grants. And, as I mentioned before, it takes some time. So we're working hard to, further advance the project. But I know we have everything we need right now. So it's just a matter of making it happen. Yeah.
We also discussed the challenges his team is tackling to ensure the technology works effectively for those with balance issues from conditions like vertigo or spinal injuries.
We have a software, we have the technology, but now the software can learn with different people, right? So each people is unique. And with time, let's say someone has a different type of problem. Let's say someone has a stroke or even someone with Parkinson's disease. And we know people with Parkinson's disease, feel very, the symptoms of the disease are, exacerbated in crowded spaces, for example. So we think that with the technology learning about each patient, it will enable a more precise, let's say a more precise, information for that particular person.
Finally, we asked about how doctors can use the software's mobility data to create personalized rehabilitation plans.
It's all about safety, right? So right now we can measure, as I mentioned before, the number of steps. The number of steps are very important for understanding the amount of activity or amount of rehabilitation that the patient is getting. But now with this new technology, physiotherapists and physicians, they can understand, movement in terms of safety as well. So I really envision this as, people that are at risk of falling or even people that have a history of falling. So physiotherapists and physicians, they can, monitor, the quality of the movement, and if the person is, is putting herself or himself at danger during the activity. So it's a new sort of flavor for the smart textiles, the smart technology that we now know. We can measure the amount of activity, we can measure heart health and things like that. But now we are thinking really about safety at people that are at risk of falling, right? Someone that has already felt before, or that has a high risk of falling. And this person can now get some tailored advice from, doctors and physiotherapists about the safety of the movement they're executing.